Welcome back to Creeper World 4. We are going to try a Colonies map that was uploaded by the developer themselves, TerraMoon, the very first one in the Colonies. And the speedrunners have really taken this map apart, just being able to accomplish almost all the objectives in just a few minutes. We're not going to be that fast, but let's see what we can make happen here. So, it's not a particularly big map, and it's not hugely complicated either. Got 5 buried urns, we've got some sort of sporadic looking terrain over here for the resource area. Trees for eco there. You've got your green R and your redon over here along with a skimmer. Then the mesh is going to make everything travel over this way. We've got some blobs. We've got to hold on to these bases so you can't do a build that's too huge right off the start. We've got our spore launcher and emitter here. Decent strength emitter. And then bits of terrain here that is flip breeder. So the creeper will multiply up to a degree. And we need to get off to a relatively quick start on this one. Of course, we need to activate all the totems, but we've got all the other optional objectives as well. So to start with, I've got various things going on with these porters. We'll get to them later. We're going to move back and forth over to this island. This skimmer factor being off by itself provides an opportunity to nullify it early. But the line here that I'm setting up, I want to defend this base. Not so much worrying about this one. We don't have to defend them both. We just have to make sure they don't get the second one. They can have the first one. So, over here I want to get out to this eco area with the trees as quickly as possible. So we're going to just grab a few of the towers over here. And now I want to cross here. Then we're just going to let this go until we get out of deficit, and then we'll turn on the other entryway. Starting to pick up those wonderful bonus from the trees. Now we're looking good. You can join the party. And we're back out of deficit. So I'm going to throw on a couple more of these. Okay. So we're probably about at the point now where it's useful for us to just turn everything on and go. Then my first couple of weapons that I'm going to want are these cannons. And you can see the creeper coming over here now, the mesh doing its thing, the breeder adding more to it. 9K, a little under a minute. It's going to keep growing. Now we're going to just want these cannons to defend this base and make sure we don't lose that objective. It is an optional objective, but this is the kind of map that I feel like this is a good one to just go for everything. And once we have the energy, we will turn on this next group of weapons, but right now we're feeding all of these miners over here. There we go. Alright, now we're getting some more energy in. Okay, let's go with Terps. And I'm just going to hold on a moment here. We're going to turn on our urn portal. And our factory. See how that rolls. Okay, still looking good. Let's get a couple of these porters on. Now, initially over here, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to get this porter on. That's going to bring the redon back for our missiles. And then I'm also going to turn on the nullifier. Because we're just not going to deal with those skimmers at all. We're going to knock them out before they have a chance to do anything. Okay, pretty close on energy, so I'm going to go ahead with the snipers also. Still kind of tight. Let's see, we'll throw on this port. Now, this is only bringing over 10 at a time, because it only has to fuel the one missile launcher. I don't want it sending a bunch of ARG over there. And I think missile launchers. Then let's throw a few more mortars up. Begin to escalate. Yep, definitely don't want more than that. And we're starting to get our urns out now. Yeah, we're going to go into deficit here a bit. And you are going to get the one spare urn that's not going in our portal. So I might have been a bit quick on those mortars, but I don't think it really makes much difference here. All we really want to do is hold this off, and we're doing that. Meanwhile, we're getting things up over here. So it's a manageable deficit. I need all of you moving over here, though. I want you to flatten out this so we make better use of that resource terrain. And actually, yeah, just go ahead and do that. Okay, more mortars for sure. We're holding this off pretty well, so we can throw this up. And perhaps start stretching this out. I think we can survive that. Let's begin to push forward. Okay, more it is. Throw up a few more cannons. More mortars. How's our terraforming going? Pretty well, but it looks like we forgot a few spots. So let's go ahead and clear those out. And let's make sure everything else is on over here. Refineries. All of you can come on. And we have plenty of energy over here at the moment. So yeah, I think we just keep pushing forward now. There are multiple ways to skin this map. You could go with some air power. I don't think it's really long enough of a map to be worth doing that, in my opinion. So we're just gonna kind of do a straightforward land attack rush. Okay, so our energy is starting to scale up. I'm not hugely concerned about the placement of these towers at this point, other than making sure that we are getting good connections moving forward. Don't really need pylons. We haven't produced enough redon yet. But once we get some more, I want to go with micro rifts. Let's spread some of this out more this way. Okay, well, looks like we lost one. All right. Don't know how much of that will hold. Let's get these snipers forward. At this point, I just want everything to keep moving. Keep advancing. And we have acquired our hold objective. We're over halfway to reclaim. You don't have to gain much territory on a map of this relatively small size to make that happen. And let's definitely get a nullifier over here to deal with that. Bring up another sniper. And yeah, back here, we need to pay some attention. Okay. So I want a bunch of miners. And we could you know, adjust things a little bit here. We could stretch out this way, do some more terraforming. We have way more miners than we're going to need. So that'd be kind of pointless to do that, or at least wouldn't be that much of a point to doing it. Go and throw those in. Gonna tower across here. Make sure that we've got all kinds of good connections. And we should be powering everything. Now, I think all of you... Well, we'll do it the hard way then. We're going to switch you to blue-white. And I'm going to do some sprayer bombing just to help out. I haven't done that in a while. You could do, you know, again, air power. I could turp a runway. I could get AC bombers. I'm going to do this route in this particular case. And yeah, I've got a whole bunch of energy getting expended. But once again, that will be temporary. And now we're starting to get into this mesh area. Creeper's going to spread out from these. But I want to continue building towers forward. Okay, we lost something over there, but we didn't lose the nullifier. And really with these towers, I just want to make sure we can connect all the way forward. Then I'm going to want mortars all the way up. Start firing out, cleaning up as much of this mess as possible. Looking good. Our boosts are all the way up. Okay. So, next up, we do have a decent amount there. Let's get that first micro rift going. And we're going to throw a pylon up here so that we can reasonably connect a couple of platforms. 3, actually, if we can. And we got plenty of the wonderful, life-giving Liftic to help out with this. So I want to build platforms to add to our attack capacity there. Alright. All of you are ready. Go after it. And we're going to turn off your avoid creeper sign. Just want you to blow up. And eventually, of course, what I want to do is just have them hold down the breeder terrain in there. At the moment, we're just waiting. Yep, okay, that platform went down. It's not going to do a huge amount initially, but eventually it will help a lot more. Okay. Next group ready? Go. All right, now we're in position here. Okay, let's move in. I'm going to want to build more mortars. But first up, let's position ourselves on these platforms. That micro rift is almost up. Not quite there, but we're doing pretty well. Okay. Now let's move a few more of these on. And let's set up some additional that we're going to want to move over. Should have a good amount of cannons at the moment. I don't think I'm going to need any more of those. And all of you are ready? Okay. Be interested to see how well you do this time. Alright. Micro rift. Here. And this time after you go boom, I want to see if I can throw a pylon up here. Oh, I'm not getting another set done. I should be doing that at least just in case. Alright, now you slide over here. See if we can hold that. I think now's the time, probably, to pull over our cannons. And how are we doing? Yeah, you're not going to be ready yet. Just barely got the pylon up. Now the question is, can we hold it there? And I think we can. Seem to be doing alright here. Okay, now let's bring over a bunch of mortars. And all of you, you're looking pretty good. We're going to put you always on. This is going to be my last bunch, I do believe. And now I think we're going to be ready to push them back in here and then, of course, breed our own AC. Reclaim charging. We're losing some things, but we're definitely being successful enough here. We just need to make sure now we get connections. And our micro rift's still building, but almost there. Let's move all of you in. So we need to nullify and get the totems. And of course we've got all kinds of lovely eggs here. We have about half as much AC as they have Creeper. And now it's pretty even, actually. Okay. So now I think it's time to have some fun games with snipers. Going to move a couple of them over here. Gradually work my way forward with these. And oh yeah, look at all that mess. Down to 26 eggs, though. We may lose some units, but we're going to keep most of them alive. Let's see if we can probably hold that just with our AC now. Yeah, our breeding operation is looking very nice indeed. So we should be good. And I don't know how I ended up with you two over here, but that was a mistake. Let's see, let's move you... Yeah, let's move you down there. Just get a different angle. Let's have a sniper right up there. We've nullified this. So there's not a whole lot really left to do here. We're just going to slide this forward. And we'll just go ahead and flatten this out for a bit so I can see a little better. Transparent is probably the effect I like the best, actually. Nullify. And now we've just got to get this final totem, which is not going to take very long. So I think this is an interesting little map. You know, do a little bit of hopping around. You've got a variety of objectives you can go for. And you can use a little bit of everything if you want. There are many ways to go after this one. It's always nice to play a map that was made by the developer themselves. And now we're... Oops, I didn't actually set up my nullifier. Oh yeah, I did. Never mind. It's still in place. There we go. And final objective. TerraMoon complete. So, I am working on some harder maps, some of the other requested ones, but I am also running low on requested maps from people. I can always just do stuff at random. I can go back into the span experiments. But if there's one you've been waiting on, this is a good time to throw one out there. Because, as I say, the list is short of requested maps that I have actually not done. So let me know what you'd like, and we'll see you next time for more Creeper World 4. Thanks for watching.